Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Last time, we exited Clocktown and headed down south in Termina Field all the way to the Southern Swamp, where we made our way through the Deku Palace, and eventually found our way here to Woodfall, where we opened the way to the temple. The Deku Princess is supposedly being captured and held inside of there by some monster, as a few monkeys have told us. And so this time, we're gonna venture inside and see if we can rescue her. Just like all those classic games of old, we gotta go rescue the princess. Let me refill on some stuff while I'm at it. Nuts, sticks, and health? Oh, there's the fairy, man. The fairy just kind of disappeared. Alright, here we go. This is very exciting because Woodfall Temple right here is the very first dungeon of Majora's Mask. I know, quite a ways into the game, and there's a reason for that. Oh, there's a blue rupee out there. Well, I'm full on rupees, so that'd be useless to me anyway. Not like you get anything special for collecting all of them as it is. Let's go inside. Woodfall Temple. Right away, we can see a stray fairy there. We ventured into the fairy fountain just outside in the surrounding areas, and there was a stray fairy in there that had been shattered to pieces, presumably by the Skull Kid. So yeah, there's our first one we need to get. I think first of all, though, there's a weird noise happening down here, so I'd like to go and investigate what this is. It's the sprites from My Neighbor Totoro. No, it's the black bows. Just calm down and attack it. Look, there's just a lot of them, that's all. I love how that's her help message. I think it's much easier to take them out as Deku Link, where you could just spin, attack, and go around and do all that. I feel like either they respawn, or it is possible to kill all of them and leave them dead. Let's see. There's nothing else down here aside from them, just a bunch of black bows, but, you know, you never know. Search every corner, you might find something good eventually. The music just ominously disappeared, and that's how you know there's an enemy nearby. So Woodfall Temple is the first dungeon of Majora's Mask, as I've just said, and dungeons are... some people may call them the bread and butter of the series, the main attraction. Definitely doesn't really apply for this game because there aren't nearly as many dungeons in Majora's Mask as there are in other Zelda games. Okay. Which is also very similar to a certain other Zelda game you may have heard of that released recently. I guess not recently anymore. It's almost 10 years old at this point. Man, that's so freaking weird. Alright, so first of all, we do need to be Deku Link since we need to ride in these Deku Flowers. Then, okay, there's actually... before I collect the stray fairy, there is this beehive. There's one of these outside in the swamp as well, but I didn't show it off because I just didn't pay attention or didn't think it was important. And it dropped a blue rupee. Amazing! Excuse me, I just accidentally black flipped. I was taken so off guard by that enemy that I accidentally did a black flip. Anyway, yeah, the main deal with this is you gotta navigate your way through all the rooms. The rooms are filled with puzzles, and you just have to find your way to the end of the dungeon. Along the way, you'll be gaining a very special item to help you through the dungeon. And, in Majora's Mask, every dungeon has 15 stray fairies that you need to find, and this is our first one. Seemed like I had to drop to get it there, so back up the ladder again that I go. Let me change those items. We're gonna have you and you equipped. You'd probably be the most helpful. Got a weird little emblem showing Majora's Mask there in the center, and the whole thing is also shaped kind of like Majora's Mask. Kinda. It's more accurate in the 3DS version with its graphical upgrade. We have a chest over here. Let's see what it has. Why, another stray fairy! Found 2 within the first room. There are little chests dotted around all over the place, just like Ocarina of Time. Unlike Ocarina of Time, though, they never have pointless items you will never need in them. They never give you more bombs. They never give you 1 recovery heart. They never give you 5 rupees. There's actually good stuff to find in the chests in the dungeons, and that's great. Got 2 Skulltulas here. They were the first enemy of the game, so yeah, very, very not hard. That's grammar, you know? Very not hard. Down they go. Again, more rupees I have no need for. Into the next room. That stench. This place stinks, just like that poison swamp. I wonder why that could be. I think it was because of him, the withered Deku Baba. You know, as Deku Baba's withered, they have quite a pungent smell. I mean, if they smell anything like a corpse flower, they probably would. Recently, I actually went to see a corpse flower that was blooming for the first time, and it was all smelly like they tend to be. Hello, stray fairy inside that Deku Baba. Not sure how that got there. This is a locked door. It is so locked, they even attach chains. My goodness, very secure. I don't have the key. Yeah, no shit. Watch out for these things. These are carnivorous plants. I think they respond to weight, except they didn't respond to me right now. Yeah, for whatever reason, they don't care if you're a Deku Scrub. If you're a Hylian, they do, very much. Deku Scrubs are welcome here. Hylians are not. What? Okay, cool. I guess I get to go this way. I didn't mean to do this yet. Yeah, what about this, Tattle? What do you think that is? The ashes in the center of it still look fresh. Okay, what do you want me to do about that? Let's transfer back into Deku Link and get to the other side. I was prepared to have to escape some poison, but I guess not. Okay, anyway, I was talking about the time I went to see a corpse flower in full bloom. And I gotta be honest, I rate the experience 3 out of 10. I mean, it smells awful, and there were flies around it, of course. And so, you know, that wasn't exactly the greatest thing. I know that it's a super rare plant. It's super rare to see them in that state, and so that's why that it was such a popular thing. But that was my other problem with the situation. The corpse flower was so damn popular, I was waiting in a line for like 3 hours. It was just to see some smelly plant. It's like, I don't really hold that to such high value like other people do. But again, I understand why it was so popular. It's a rare plant, it's rare to see it in that state, so it was a very cool thing and everyone wanted to see it. You know, I get it. But I also don't get it at exactly the same time, and that's where I'm going with all this. Oh, I respawned up here. Why, thank you. Here's a larger chest. Containing small key. That is an interesting shiny texture on that key. Use it to open a locked door. You can use the key only in this dungeon. So if you were to, for some reason, take a small key and take it to a different dungeon, that's not working. Sorry. Can't circumvent the things like that. Oh yeah. Actually, I was recalling a story, I think it was in like Ori and the Will of the Wisps, where I can't remember what I did, but there was a certain item that came in limited supply, and I had to go get a different one from a different area because I had failed to use it before. I can't remember. I was mistaking it as being in a Zelda game, though. Oh, wow. I didn't notice. There's actually, like, a layer of foliage here. That's pretty cool, I guess. This is a room that locks you in and expects you to kill 3 snappers. We've seen how to kill these last time. Go in the deck of flowers, pop out, hit their soft underbellies. And that's about it. Okay, you come this way. Gag wrap. Gag wrap. Then one more. These are more like a video gamey kind of challenge where they just lock you in a room and tell you to kill all the enemies. This doesn't happen very often in Majora's Mask, and I'm kind of glad for it, honestly. It feels a little strange, but in this case, we have to do it to unlock a reward. All right, I'm just not even gonna go for those rupees. Why am I even going for the grass? I'm at full health. I don't need anything anymore. Oh, we get to see this adorable chest animation again. You found the dungeon map. Press start to open the subscreens and view the map screen. Areas on the map that appear in blue are places you have visited. Your current location is the flashing area. Use the control stick to view another floor. Yeah, dungeons are so different from the rest of the game, they have to have a specialized map system and a tutorial telling you how it works. So here we are. This is the layout of it. We can see which room we're in. We can see the other rooms around us. We can change floors. Second floor is not very big, I can see, even though there's kind of a floor in between these two, but it's okay. And then this is the number of stray fairies you've found. It tells you right away that there are 15 in total, so I don't think that was that much of a spoiler. Then I think these 3 slots down here are just for dungeon-related items. And that's about it. The dungeon map is one of them. So that's all we can find over here, but we did get the key from that chest, so to the other side we go. Zelda dungeons do involve a lot of backtracking, and this can make it somewhat confusing as to where you have to go next. I do remember being lost in this dungeon on my first playthrough, but that's partly because I was like 10 when I played this game for the first time, and I wasn't that good at video games, so yeah. I got a lot better since then. All right, here we go. Take you out. Give me those nuts. I still haven't remembered to use Deku nuts on anything, because I've never needed them, really. Okay, this room. We have a new thing, new obstacle. This looks pretty light. Well, don't just stand there. Press A to grab it and use control stick to move it. Can I even push this as Deku? Oh, I can. All right, cool. I think there are some larger blocks that you can only push in certain forms that Deku Link would not be able to. Okay, so if we go this direction and cross way around the room, obviously you don't want to fall in the water because that's treacherous. There's a Skulltula in this corner, and I think if we kill it, Eventually, yep, drops another stray fairy. You do definitely want to kill all the enemies that you can find, just in case they drop stray fairies. And speaking of stray fairies, look down there. There's another one trapped in a bubble underneath the water. Well, at least they have an oxygen supply. They should be fine for now. Gotta find a way to get down there. It's in the poison water, though. I'd rather not do that. And I should probably mention this. Let's take off this mask, and then let's equip the Great Fairy's mask, which we got back in episode 2. If we were to put that on, we can see its hair is shimmering. If you put on the mask and its hair shimmers, this means there is a stray fairy in the room with you. I think there are some times when this doesn't show you the location of a stray fairy. I think it's in those times it's when the stray fairy is in a chest, so it might kind of be lying to you, but yeah. If there's like one stray fairy is somewhere in the dungeon you can't find, use this mask, comb through the rooms, see if it lights up. This mask has one other purpose regarding stray fairies, but we'll get to that another time. For now, okay, I actually do have the right items equipped. You are targeting this. This torch is still warm, so it might be prepared for some fire. Why don't we go give it some even more warmth? Now we can finally see the true use of Deku Sticks. You hold them out in your hand and then deal like a quadruple amount of damage to an enemy. But not just that, you can light the sticks on fire and carry the fire all the way over to other torches and light them up. And this is usually involved with the kind of puzzle. In this case, it unlocks that door for us. Then you can unequip the Deku Stick. I recommend doing that because these moths right here, they actually follow you when you have the stick and it's on fire. They follow you and they can hurt you, even though they deal very little damage. It's still a thing. Let's see what we unlocked. It's another room that's locking us in. Oh, okay, hi guys. You know, I could probably honestly just do this. Yeah, there we go. Took you out straight away, and then, buddy, you okay? Didn't need to use the Deku Flower method. I just shot them with bubbles. These sap bubbles are surprisingly effective at killing things. All right, let's actually see the normal chest opening animation this time. You got the compass! Now many of the dungeon's hidden things will appear on the map. This includes our location. If you saw in the mini-map in the lower corner, it wasn't actually tracking our location until now. Why didn't we need a compass for the maps out in the overworld, but now we do? Because whoever designed the dungeon maps forgot to draw a compass rose. That's the explanation I'm going with. Okay, once again, that's everything for this room. With both the dungeon map and the compass, you have everything you need to get around the place. Okay, the moths are no longer here. Are they supposed to be moths or maybe something else? I'm not really sure. You can actually push the block this way. I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't push them anymore. The noise it just made as it went into place there indicates you cannot push it anymore. So yeah, good to know. Can I reach? I see a beehive. I want to see if I can reach that because, like I said, can get good stuff out of them. Such as a stray fairy. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to get this an interesting way. Pull it back this way, and then can I hop here? Oh, I can. It actually works. I didn't expect it to, honestly. All right, you float down into me. That's 6th one. And I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, the block is honestly not that needed for anything. Also, while you're inside a dungeon, the game doesn't interrupt you with the whole dawn of the second day thing. It just tells you straight up, it's morning, all right? Okay, now I think the moths will be coming after me through the stairs. Yep, there they are. It's fine, though. Again, they don't deal a lot of damage. They do deal existent damage, so if you'd like to have a break from them, be sure to unequip your Deku Stick. You can either press A to put it away, like you can with the sword after standing still, or swing your sword. Either of those will work in putting it away. Swing at you. Just do 2 of those. Those probably would have been recovery hearts had I not had full health. This dungeon is going by a lot faster than I was expecting to, honestly. The dungeons in this game are pretty long, and so this one still has a ways to go, but, you know. Oh, dear. Well, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's a bee. They release upon breaking certain beehives, though not every beehive contains one. They fly at you trying to sting you. They don't deal very much damage. You kill them in 1 hit. Enough said. Take off our face. Pull out the stick, and now we have to jump over these things with the moths after us. I've had these guys, like, stun me out of a jump and make me fall all the way down, and whenever that happens, is the worst thing. So once you have this thing broke, yeah, there we go. Swing your sword so that they no longer chase you. And if you need more Deku Sticks, if you run out of Deku Sticks, because Deku Sticks can only burn for so long before you run out of them. Who's the... Oh, it's probably listening. It's probably detecting the Skullchilla underneath me, but it's not in range of combat. I don't know what the game's so afraid of. Anyway, should you run out of Deku Sticks, those Deku Babas there will resupply you with more. Be careful. Sense a lot of evil here. Alright. Okay, it's just bows. Weren't you just saying to me a bit ago, there's just a lot of them, okay? Not to worry, and now you're saying be careful. I sense evil here. I guess you've joined me in that opinion. Okay. It's so weird to do attacking these guys with Hylian Link because you need to stand perfectly still to do horizontal slashes, and that's the best way of taking them out. Alternatively, you could spin attack, I guess, but groups of them are very common. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, that was amazing. I didn't even really plan that. It just kind of worked out. All right, let me... they stunned me out of it. There we go! Didn't even have to charge it up for very long. It still had a very similar range. It's worth noting, spin attacks, when you charge them up, do use magic. You may have been seeing it up until now, but in case you haven't, I'll let you know about it right now. I have to say, a lot of enemies in this game deal so little damage to you that they are basically no threat, especially as the game progresses. This is probably the point of the game where you're the most likely to die. If you kill every bow in this room, you get a straight berry from the chest. But the main door is not unlocked, so yeah, it won't budge. We still need to find some way to exit. And we got a torch in the middle here. And what did we just do in the previous room? Yep, time to light some more things. I think this is the one room where bows don't respawn over time. A 1, a 2, a 3. 3 lit torches. You know, the funny thing is, I do not remember the counts segments from Sesame Street, even though I did watch Sesame Street as a kid. I don't really remember the count. I don't remember him sounding like that. Okay, first of all, buddy, come on with that. And second of all, why is your shadow floating in midair? That's very strange looking. Okay. Once again, in a large room like this, I'd rather start down here. Now, careful. These holes, if you fall in these, they take you down to the lower floor of the temple, and you have to make your way all the way back up. So, yeah, you don't want to do that. In fact, I think the dragonflies might be there to try and, like, hit you out of the air and get you down there. Oh my god, you're coming after me! Okay, I didn't see that. Let me go back this way. Please still be coming after me. Thank you. So I can take care of you right now. What about the other one? Okay, you're all the way up there. I probably can't reach you with a bubble. Oh, but it looks like you're close enough. You might not be, though. Yeah, you're not. I think the bubbles are supposed to have a little explosion radius, and that's why you would ever consider using them, aside from not having any other ranged attack at this point in the game, because that's really the only reason. If only we could get some other more reliable ranged attack, I'm just saying. That would be nice. But, you know, can't always get what you want. I like how the bottom texture of the top of the flowers is just the same as the top texture. It's so they could save resources. They only had like 3 megabyte cartridges to put games on back then. It kind of amazes me how tiny games were in terms of file size back then, when you consider how large they are today. Like, I mean, part of that is American game studios just making like Call of Duty 300 fucking gigabytes because of all the 4K textures and whatnot, and everyone going like, why the frick is this game so big? Does it need to be this big? No, it doesn't. Kind of want to get this guy's attention, or at least try to shoot him with a bubble. I think that would be my best hope, so I'm gonna try that. There we go, that works! Taking both of them out, now we have no danger of falling unless we don't catch up to the platform in time. Okay, we're good. It is worth noting, the way that the game decides when you're almost out of flying juice is actually not timed. It's based on your position compared to the Deku Flower. If you notice, I can hover here in the air, and as it gets further and further away, it doesn't have... Okay, I guess it's a radius around... here, let me show it this way. So, I hop out, I fly a little bit forwards, and then... ways out, Link starts doing the, oh god, I'm about to fall animation. But then if I go backwards, I get more. So yeah, it's not about flying for too long, it's about flying too far away from the point where you launched. That decides when you drop, and when the Deku Flower stops making you fly. Deku Flower's effects, I mean. I have another straight fairy over here. This one we could just walk right into, honestly. I didn't even need a spin attack. You could just walk right into it to pop, and it's honestly pretty satisfying. 8th one, that's good. What, Tattle? That was a weird way to say it. I was trying to sound annoyed there, and then I didn't, and then that was the result. Look, from up here we have a better view of that shrine below. And he did say that the ashes down there were warm. Now, that Z-targeting range is really huge. I think, at least it's supposed to be. I'm not really sure. If we step on this, what does this do? Ah, yes! Very Souls-like of you, Majora's Mask, which came out 10 years before Souls... Actually, no, 8 years before the first Souls game. That is weird to think about. This game and the first Souls game were only 8 years apart. I feel like it would be much longer than that, but yeah, that's that short amount of time in between them. It's so weird to look back to think how this game was not as old as you think. I've already been over this though. So we have those ladders sit down there, so we no longer have to take the second floor to get here, which is great. Now, this is the only way we can go up here. This takes you back to this room. This is the room where we got the small key. We were just down there. We got an eye that was apparently watching us that whole time. We went across to that room to get the dungeon map. And then, let me tell you a funny story. At this point in the temple in my first playthrough, I got severely and horribly stuck. And it's because I never found this door. Alright, I think I did find this door, but I was confused and lost, and I thought it was some other door elsewhere in the temple, and as a result, I never ended up going inside for such a long time, and it wasn't until I came back here, tried the door, and then found out it works. I felt very silly after that. Let's go inside, and oh boy. Our first mid-boss! Technically, I guess our first boss encounter, I'm not really sure. This is the Dino Foals. Use targeting methods while defending and watch out for its fiery oh my god, okay, so yeah. This guy's not that hard, despite how intimidating he looks. He jumps, he swings and misses completely. Okay, that time he didn't. But even though he hit, he did one freaking damage. Like, nice job. You got an entire sword and it's doing as much as a slime hitting me. Great job, sir. Okay, let me try Deku Stick. Oh my god, that's kind of fun. I think you can guard that with your shield. Oh, okay. I kind of want him to shoot the fire breath again, but you can just back up, and I find that to be more fun. Again, I'm kind of more of an evasive person than a defensive person when it comes to games like this. That's the fight, though. Not very hard. I think you can literally just circle strafe right, and you will avoid all of his attacks. Yeah. Treasure chest appears afterwards, and inside. Finally! The Hero's Bow. Set to C to equip it. This is the dungeon item of Woodfall Temple. The freaking bow. Let me tell you. Link's going to sleep, apparently. This bow is quite possibly the best item you will ever get in this game. It is easily the most useful, used for so many different things. Not only to solve puzzles, but it has great combat utility. And, you know, it's just freaking fun to shoot. It also enables you to play certain mini-games. The range is basically unlimited. As long as it's in the same map as you, you can hit it with this bow. You only have 30 arrows, and you will have to find more from pots or whatever, but that's fine. That's a very minor drawback with this thing. Get it? Minor drawback? Once again, unintentional. I wish I came up with that beforehand. That would have been very clever to reveal right here. Just like the good old double C man would do. Now, main thing you can use with a bow for. Careful with the bow, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. Or you'll shoot someone's eye out, kid. I hit the bottom of the thing and it didn't hit the freaking eye and it still counted. Okay, interesting. Anyway, I meant for all of that to sound way clever than it ended up sounding, but it's okay, because honestly, I've done a much better job commentating this video and this series than I ever thought I would. So far, anyway. Of course, that's probably going to run out eventually. Ooh, I see something interesting to the left there, which would probably be very hard to see if I were playing this game at its original resolution. At some point, I have to show what that looks like in this emulator. It is, yeah. You think this game looks low quality as it is? Well, it could be even worse. Okay, what we have? I could shoot you with a bubble, but I'd rather just use an arrow. Hiya! There is a stray fairy. Now that stray fairy is under the poison water. That seems a little dangerous, so I'm gonna put on the Great Fairy's Mask ASAP and save it. You put this on, stray fairies will... I think I saw it. Yeah, there we go. Stray fairies will very, very slowly glide towards you and become available to be picked up. Sometimes you will have to put on the Great Fairy's mask in order to get a Stray Fairy, because they'll be placed at the top of a room or something. So keep that in mind. Now, this room. My god, 2 mini-bosses back to back. This guy is Gecko, and it's pretty angry. It's pretty weak, too. It really shouldn't be making a fool of you. Well, we'll see. Alright, so we can use our newly found weapon on it. Sir. Sir, are you kidding me? What the fuck? It was like punching the air thinking I was there. Yeah, he is so angry he's not even looking where he's punching. Now he rides a snapper towards you. This differs from normal snappers in that it will always chase after you, even if you're inside a Deku Flower. Normally, snappers don't know your location when you're inside of a Deku Flower, but here they do. What you want to do is attack them the way you would normally attack a snapper, and then shoot him when he's on the ceiling, when he stops. He was off the screen there, so you kind of have to listen out for when he goes, that means he's standing still and able to do that. Then he jumps right back on the snapper. I've tried to hit him as he's going to ride it again, and I have not been able to hit him successfully, so I recommend just diving into a Deku Flower. The snapper itself will not do anything for this phase. Just gotta shoot you. I think it might be possible, but it's hard. Alright, let's get back in. This should be the last hit. 3 is a magic number when it comes to Nintendo bosses. Take you off. And... pow! Enemy deaths in this game are so satisfying. Oh wow! He was actually a normal frog. Got cursed by the Skull Kid, I presume? Yeah, I've been there. Once again, can't talk, but it's there. These frogs have to have some significance, man. Let's put away my bow. I don't think I've officially been over that, but you can put away any weapon you have in your hand by standing still and then pressing A for a little while. Now inside here. That's a fancy-looking chest. Except it's locked. I don't know if we'll be able to open it. Funny thing is, there is no such thing as locked chests in this game. Oh wow, blue rupees I can't use, thanks! There is no such thing as locked chests in this game, despite all the chests having locks on them. It's very weird. You got the boss key. Now you can enter the chamber where the boss lurks. Fun history lesson, in previous Zelda games, the boss key was known as the big key, and it wasn't just for the boss chamber. It was actually used to open up the chest that contained the dungeon's main item. At least this is how it worked in Link to the Past. Let me adjust... There we go. I adjusted my microphone, so I might sound different to you all right now. I wonder if I was, like, very weird sounding earlier. If I was, then that's why. Now you know. Alright, so with those 2 things collected, we now just need to find our way to wherever the boss chamber is, because we do not know where the boss chamber is. Can I make it over here in one flight? One flight of stairs. Yes, I can. Let me check my map. Okay, I have 9 out of 15, so yeah, we're definitely getting there. Oh, there's... Okay. Oh! It's called Big Key in the menu. Interesting. Okay, so with the compass, we can actually see those brown squares there, those indicate the locations of treasure chests. And I think those show up on the minimap as well. And there's also that skull icon at the top there. That indicates where the boss chamber is. It's up there in that one room we haven't been able to access. We have been almost everywhere else, though. Where is that? Where is that room right there? I think I've done everything so far. I might have to do a little bit of backtracking to see if I really have. Okay, now we have the bow, so you can naturally expect we need to use it on things. And here's something really cool you can do with it. Oh, by the way, only Hylian Link can use the bow. I haven't officially been over that. Deku Link cannot use most items that Hylian Link can. Anyway, what you want to do next, shoot the bow through the fire to light up the torch in the middle. This is pretty awesome, can I just say? Lighting up the fire in the middle, for some reason, activates an ancient mechanism, and it's this mechanism that keeps the water clean. So now the water is no longer poisonous, and this goes for the entire temple. So this will unlock new areas for us. It'll also allow us to stand on this thing and use it as a platform to reach to the other side. So now getting through this room is easier than ever. There's kind of a theme with Majora's Mask dungeons where, like, they're about, like, traversing the dungeon, and at some point in the middle, you change something about the dungeon that makes navigating it different. And I really like that. All right, let's take you out. Another little change. Now that we've turned on this mechanism, the carnivorous plants are no longer carnivorous. They're now just plants. They've been a little demoted, but yeah, I guess I can understand it. I don't know what I was saying. I guess I can understand the plants being demoted. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask. So they say there's a chest there. Okay, I'm guessing that must be later. Let me, for now, is this the room I wanted to go into? It said the red arrow there, but I didn't come out of this doorway. I came out of the doorway up above. I just have been here, and the mask says that there's no stray fairies in there. Again, they could be inside a chest. Wait, let me test in this room real quick. Well, that was certainly a way to get on top of this thing. Okay, no, it does. It does say that there is a stray fairy. I remember there was one time where I put on the mask, it didn't light up, and there actually was something there, and I just didn't see it. And it was because it was inside of a chest. I could be wrong about that, though. I'll be checking that out as we play. Back to this room. Now that this water is clean, you now know how we can get this stray fairy down here. I maneuvered that perfectly. Wow. No, it wasn't long ago that I was pretty terrible at the controls of the N64 version, but now I've gotten much better at them since then. They're a lot more natural to me the more I've played with them. It's pretty cool. Another really satisfying thing you can do with the bow. Pierce right through a Skulltula's front end. That is so nice. Okay, yeah. One thing about the bow, though, is now that we have it, I'm gonna need to be aiming my attacks more, and there's a problem with aiming. The aiming controls in this game were designed for the N64's analog stick, which has a very different range from modern analog sticks. Thing is, as you probably know by now, I'm not playing on N64, and I'm using a more modern controller, and the result is that this thing is extremely sensitive. Like, can you shut up? Stop playing the battle music. I'm trying to demonstrate something. Let me hop on this middle platform, because this is where I have to go next. So I'm like turning a little bit. I'm like pushing the stick a little bit. I have a dead zone set up to make it a little bit easier. And this, I'm pushing the stick so slightly, but if I push it ever so slightly more, it goes to full speed really quickly, much more quickly compared to modern analog sticks. And so that's really weird to get used to. I actually tried playing this game with keyboard my first time, but once I got here, I decided keyboard sucked, and so I brought out controller, and now I'm using controller for it, which is definitely the right choice. In a game that requires you to aim like this. Oh yeah, I haven't shown it, but I haven't explicitly stated it. There we freaking go. Okay, that opens the door, but there's also a switch over there I want to reach. But anyway, if you're while you're Z-targeting, the bow will not put you into first-person mode, and if you're locking onto an enemy, Link will automatically aim at the enemy, no need for you to do it yourself. It's very, very handy, and that's a part of the reason why the bow is so fun to use. Yeah, because you don't need to aim it. Anyway. So, let me wind up and leap! No, that did not work. So I need to find my way over there. There's probably an easy way. In fact, I can think of a super easy way, and it involves this little form right here. I find it interesting how the withered Deku Babas and the mini Babas respawn while regular Deku Babas don't. Alright, let me jump up. Okay, that worked, I guess. Yeah, Deku Link doesn't really jump that well, especially, yeah, he does not jump that well, man. His jump height sucks. Hylian Link probably has the best jump of any form in the game. I don't really know about that, though. Another little property about Deku Link, he is not heavy enough to weigh this down. So, yeah, you have to transform back into Hylian Link to press it. Again, kind of adorable. In a weird way. I guess not in a weird way. In a funny way. In a funny way, it's I don't know. Oh, Link was in a diving animation just then. Sometimes he does that. When there's water down below, he'll enter a dive animation just to look cool. It's otherwise the same as falling, though. I just pressed A trying to hit this guy. Did not really work. Got another chest right here. And now, something I'd like to mention. The chests in dungeons, we've seen all that they can contain. They can contain a stray fairy, they can contain a small key, they can contain the dungeon map, or the compass, or the dungeon's item. Oh yeah, and finally the boss key. There is actually a way to tell what a chest you're about to open will contain before you even open it. I'll let you try and guess what that is as we play, but I'll tell you about it later. Now, the final chamber. Right away, you can pull out your bow and shoot everything. Just freaking shoot. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you. Take you out. Shoot you. Take you out. Oh my god, nope. Nope, nope. There we go. Shoot you, take you out. And there's a stray fairy there in the middle of the ring of fire. And don't worry, stray fairies are immune to basically all hazards. So I can shoot them out, break them out of that, put on this mask, encourage them to come over here, and they will survive the entire trip. One thing I will say about the 3DS version, despite many people's criticisms of it, which I do understand, one of the things it definitely improved about this game is controls overall. And especially aiming controls. Because the aiming controls, you know, they probably worked fine, especially on the N64, but the aiming controls on the 3DS are so much better, and one little design change with the bow it definitely helps to cement that, and that is the fact that the bow in the 3DS version will show you the tip of the arrow above the main stick of the bow there, and that tip is pointing to exactly where the arrow will go. Here, there's a little space above it, so you can't exactly use that to guide you, but yeah. In the 3DS version of that model, the arrow is pointing exactly where it's going to fly when you release it, and that is so helpful. That's a really clever way of, like, guiding the aiming that way without using a crosshair. I really like it. Wow, we are only 40 minutes into this video. This is not going to be a very long one. Later dungeons might be, though. Okay, good, we got more arrows. I was starting to run low there, and I was getting a little worried. Another stray... They put, like, 4 freaking stray fairies in here, didn't they? That is all of them. Quick, take them to their fellow fairies of the same color. Nah, she can wait. I've got other business. So what you want to do in this room, and burrow up this way, climb up this side of the room. That side only exists to get you, not only get you a different angle on the obstacles in the middle of this room, but they are also there to have stray fairies. There we go. I had to remember what their purpose was that I just discovered 2 seconds ago. All right, take off the Deku mask, and now we shall use the bow to shoot at that crystal from long distance, as that crystal is a switch that will activate something. In this case, it turns off the rings of fire. Now we have a limited amount of time to get over there. So let me roll and then jump. It is advised, if you're gonna make a longer jump like that and you're not really sure if you can make it with the game's normal automatic jump, it is advised from me to you that you roll just before jumping. That tends to take Link farther distances. Okay, then you want to ride through that immediately, because I think if the Ring of Fire turns on while you're still in that Deku Flower, Deku Link will immediately burn, die, and respawn at the start of the room as soon as you hit it. Because, like I said last time, Deku Link is weak to fire. And with that, we've gotten all stray fairies, we've beaten both the mini-bosses, we've gotten the bow, we've learned how to use it a little bit. I am running a little low on arrows, but I don't feel like backtracking for more, and I think 13 will suffice. So, what do you say? We enter this extravagant-looking door. First game to take 4 episodes before the first boss fight, Odolwa. If you get close to him, you'll be beaten. Do you understand me? She is not lying there. There are many ways of this guy can hurt you if you just walk up to him without doing anything else. So what you want to do is shoot him from afar using the bow that you just got. Now he's stunned, so you can get a few hits on him there. Jump away. His attacks are kind of difficult to dodge. You can also dodge your arrow sometimes. It's best, I think, to attack him while he's in the middle doing something else. There we go. Shoot him while he's in the middle doing something else, like winding up an attack. It's not very hard. And also, I really should be going for jump attacks more often. Odolwa can also summon bugs from the ceiling. I'm not sure if he's gonna do it, but in the meantime, around the edges of the arena are these. These are bomb flowers. If you pick them up, they will start to explode, and I think you can throw them at him. I think you might be able to. I think there are multiple ways to stun him than just the bow, but the bow is the main way I know of. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, is he gonna be able to? Oh, damn it, he was in the cutscene, so he's impervious. This is him summoning bugs from the ceiling. I think this is a unique enemy you only see in this boss fight. Same goes for the bomb flowers, actually. You don't see bomb flowers anywhere else in the game. Tattle has nothing to say about them, so I guess, you know what? It's easiest if I go here and spin attack. Or it's not because they don't die. Never mind. He is summoning moths to come after us now. Oh god. This boss can be a little chaotic, honestly, but it's pretty fun. And it's not that hard, since it is the first boss of the game. What are you saying? Sir, enough. That's enough moths. This game's bad performance can't handle anymore. Oh my god. Oh, I think I stunned him. Alright, I'm currently being surrounded by a million things. Let me just... What is this? I didn't know he could do this. He's freaking summoning a ring of fire. I think I may have actually known he could do this, but I've never really seen him do that before. Alright. He's dancing, and that's perfect time to strike. Jump attack! Nope. Jump attack! Jump attack! Jump attack! Jump attack! It'll hit him eventually. Fine. Do a boring normal attack. I don't even know what he just did there. Either way, it hurt me. Then he hit me during my iframe, so yeah, it didn't really help you. Stuns! More! Gotta be low eventually. Oh my... Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Can you not? Stop spawning those. They drop hearts. Oh, they did. Yeah. There we go. Usually the boss will have something in its arena you can use to heal yourself. I don't think this is always the case. Okay, number 6. Jump attack! God damn you moths. I'm trying to be cool. You're just not letting it happen, huh? Alright. Ah, damn it. That's why you don't want to just run up to him like that. It's fine, no. We're just getting there. We're getting there. Still surrounded by all the moths. Actually, I think there might be butterflies more than moths. Oh my god. I don't even know what I just did. Yeah, he has a spin attack. For whatever reason, he never really seems to hurt you with it. But I could just be making that up. Okay, come on now. This is the longest this fight's ever taken for me. Wow, you have good, nice swings, my man. Jump attack! Come on, actually hit, please. I'm trying to be cool and it's just not working. Fine, I'll spam B instead if I really must. Oh no. Yeah, none of these are hitting me. And yeah, I can easily just attack him through that, so yeah. Very weird. Okay, shoot him again. Yes! That was the best finisher I ever could have asked for. Wow. That was fun. I don't remember him being that fun when I did him in my practice playthrough, but wow. That's a pretty good boss, man. For this game standards, anyway. I don't know how I'd feel about it if you were in a Souls game or if you were in Hollow Knight, but for this game, it's just fine. You can also cut the grass for arrow. Oh, okay. So you can just replenish your arrows from the grass. Final thing you can probably do is use that Deku Flower in the middle to strike him from above. I tried doing that, and he seemed very defensive against it, but keep that in mind for a little bit later. Very soon, actually. Now, let's pick up our rewards. You got a heart container! Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Just a free heart container. No need to collect 4 pieces of heart. You just have a full heart now. And like that, 5 hearts. We just got the 4th one in the last episode, and now we got the 5th one here. Very nice. Alright. All that's left is his mask. You've seized Odolwa's remains. You have just freed the innocent spirit that this dark mask had kept imprisoned within the body of evil Odolwa. What's that? Wait, listen. It seems to be saying something. Could that crying be its way of teaching us some sort of melody? Don't just stand there, get your instrument. You learned the Oath to Order. That music there is beautiful. It gives me chills every time. Call us. That's what it's saying. The 4 people Tail talked about. Do you think he was talking about the spirit that was sealed inside that mask? Oh, hey, you were pretty good out there. Have you done this before, or what? Now, just keep up that pace, and save the other 3. Hey, all that stuff I did to you, your horse, I apologize. Sorry. There, I apologize, so don't hold it against me, got it? If any kids are watching this, that is not how you apologize to someone. Now then, we've helped the princess just like the monkey asked. Have we? Where is she? Can you confirm her location? So now our next stop is in the mountains. Let's hurry and do something about that skull. I haven't seen the Deku Princess. How do you know she's safe? Mysterious noise comes from the room behind us where we started. But first, before we get to that, we've got to talk about the 3DS version. For whatever reason, among the 3DS version's many changes, one of the more confusing to me is that they felt the need to overhaul all of the boss fights. I mean, not all of them are overhauls, but one of them certainly is, and honestly, Odolwa, who we just fought, was kind of overhauled as well. He fights very differently in the 3DS version compared to this version. And the same goes for the other 3 dungeon bosses. They might not always have the biggest changes in the world, but they do still fight very differently, or at least you fight them very differently than you do in this version. For this reason, I feel like it's important for me to show what the bosses are like in the 3DS version. So, take it away, future me! Alright, welcome to 3DS Land. I don't have a capture card, so this is the best footage you're getting. Sorry. Alright, anyway, let's go fight Odolwa. So you'll notice a few things. First of all, the color purple is apparently his favorite color, because man, this whole temple is like glowing purple. It's really cool looking. Second thing, he has a weird thing on his head the camera focused on there. Third thing, he's just walking around instead of attacking me. And fourth thing, there's more Deku flowers. What if we were to use these? Jump out. He's staring at me, but as I fly over to him, he doesn't do anything. And I can just drop a Deku Nut on him, stunning him. This will, oh, 1 second. All right, my transformation's down here. This will open up the eye on the top of his head as a weak point you can attack. The big thing that Majora's Mask 3D does with the bosses, the 3DS version, that's what it's officially called, is it introduces those eyeball weak points somewhere on the boss, where just like hitting them normally won't suffice anymore. You now have to make those weak points available and then attack those in order to finish off the boss. Very interesting change. I don't really get it. But yeah, as you're seeing, Odolwa is extremely defensive in 3DS. Okay, now he's summoning the insects. That's cool, I guess. I don't think I've ever seen him spawn the Cloud of Moths. I've never seen him do the Ring of Fire in this version, which is why I was so surprised to see it in N64, because I wasn't used to him doing it. And all he really does is just stand still, dance occasionally. He doesn't
Okay, he's being a lot more active in this fight than he usually is. Normally, for me, he just stands still, lets me fly over to him, and lets me drop a Deku Nut on him, and that time oh, I have no Deku Nuts, that would be why. Here, let me just, okay, arrows, that's not what I need, It is possible to fight him without using this method, but it is so much easier to do it this way. I fought him without ever using Deku Link, and it was a very tedious battle. I do not recommend it. Somehow that didn't work either. Oh, man. I am really doing good at this battle in both versions. Okay, can't go that way anymore. Sir, are you kidding? Sir, what am I doing? Oh my god, I can attack him there? I can attack him like that? Well, it's so much easier if you just do this and drop one on his head. Why can't I do it? Am I, like, used to the N64 version? What is this? I swear I've fought this boss before. I've done so much better. Normally, he's dead by now. Okay, here we go. Now we take this off. And as you can kind of tell by the tone of my voice, the way I've been explaining how he works, I'm not a fan of this change. I like the 3DS version a lot overall, and I think a lot of the changes it makes are actually really good. This is not one of them. They kind of ruined this fight. It is nowhere near as fun or interesting as it was in N64. It's now just evolved to use Deku Form, drop Deku Note on him, attack him with sword until he's dead, and he's dead now. And I didn't really have to work for it. I don't know why they decided to make this boss significantly easier, way less interesting. It's like, it's barely even a boss anymore. He kind of just defeats himself. It's kind of disappointing. The rest of the boss changes are pretty good, but yeah, we're not getting off to a particularly great start with this one. Alright, that was it for the battle. Back to N64.
Alright, welcome back to N64 land. Now, let's see what's inside this room. Can't seem to get inside. Oh, hey, you look like a Deku Princess. Maybe you are safe after all. What? Who are you? Link? Pleased to meet you. I'm the Deku Princess. Were you by chance asked by that monkey to come save me? Aha! Just as I suspected. You see, your body smells a little bit like monkey. Like nodding like, yeah, I know. So, the monkey made it back just fine after all. That's good. I was worried that when I didn't come home, my father would think that monkey had kidnapped me. I was worried that my father would even go as far as to punish the poor monkey. Don't tell me. Are you serious? Is father actually doing that? He had another hasty decision, father. Well, we haven't any time to lose. Quickly, Mr. Link, could you please find something to carry me in so you can take me to the Deku Palace? Well, I don't have a backpack, and my sword sheath probably won't do it. This thing's a little small. The camera only stores a certain type of thing. Masks, no. Notebook, not too small. Sorry, this is all I got. First of all, I have to use this because the fairy never actually needed. I mean, it was close to being needed in that battle. I actually kind of almost died. Don't mind some tight spaces. Oh, good. That means the bottle will work. Oh my god. She's liquid. We've juiced her. No. It's a tight fit, but she says she'll be fine if you hurry. You see to let her out. It's very funny, but I like it. There's still shadow on the ground where she was. There's no time to lose. I agree. Alright, so I've already shown off what Woodfall looks like, but now, take a listen! The Termina Field theme starts playing inside of the Southern Swamp, now that we've cleared out the poison here. It's no longer the spooky dun 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 theme. Alright, anyway, let's be on our way. Oh, it rains? It rains around here! Oh, that's cool. I think this only happens after you clear the poison out. It does rain in Clockdown on the second day, but it does not rain everywhere in the world on the second day, so that's why I was so surprised. Re-enter the Deku Palace. Yeah, it's even raining around here. That's cool. I did not know that. Gotta go back into Deku form to be allowed inside. Hello? I told you not to enter any areas other than I have the princess with me. You will let me aside or else. This music is so good. Deku King's Chamber. Why are you waiting, Mr. Link? I'm sorry, I need to show off NPC dialogue. Punishment, punishment. Oh my god. Punishment, punishment. They're all chanting about it. This is so fucking crazy. Punishment, punishment. Hot, hot. Stop it, please. He keeps saying a kidnapped her. How many times to say it? We've heard the speech before. Alright, I agree with the princess. Let us release her immediately, no matter what dialogue these people might have. I'm no longer waiting, don't you worry. Oh, my princess! My darling princess! Alright, I was so worried. Foolish mother! What are you doing? Let that monkey go this instant! Oh, Mr. Monkey, I'm truly sorry. Father does such rash things when he's worried about me. I understand, Princess. Forget about that. Has the temple been returned to normal? Why, yes, thanks to Mr. Link here. I'm very truly grateful. Really? So you're called Link, are you? Thank you for keeping your promise to me. Are those guys having a dance-off off screen? As a symbol of our gratitude, our butler has prepared a little something for you. Please accept it. You'll find it in the shrine that will be to your right when you leave the palace. Looking at my recording time, I might have time to go check that out. There's a lot that's gonna be on my agenda next time anyway, so if I can shave some stuff off, yeah, that's fine. It's fine, I guess I can go see the thing the butler's prepared for me, if I have to. Hasty decision-making is my weakness. This time, more than ever, has become clear to me. Oh, strange traveler, there is little I can do. Please rest a bit before going. Let me just quick save the game real quick. There we go. All is fine once more, and the monkey wasn't even that mad at the princess. I like that. I mean, well, the monkey helped the princess, right? Or something? I can't remember the exact plot of what happened. Seems our butler has taken somewhat of liking to you, Mr. Link. I believe you'll find a way to bring the shrine where you're right when you leave the palace. Never forgive a job for us, but please forgive me if I refuse to ride in that tiny little bottle ever again. Don't worry, I absolutely forgive you for that. Has the poison swamp been cleared up? That means we can now go to those places we couldn't get to before. Yep, sure does. We were about to punish an innocent monkey. I know, feel very ashamed with yourself. More than anything, I'm just glad the princess has returned safely. You can change into many things, can't you? Very strange indeed. I believe you are now allowed in Hylian form in this area. Yeah, they don't mind if you're Hylian form, do they? Yeah, okay. No, they don't. I think the people in the inner palace gardens still do though, so if you decide to go back there, yeah, watch out for that. Link, I'm sorry for all that trouble. Now it looks like we monkeys and the Deku Scrubs can start getting along again. You know, the swamp may be back to normal, but something still gives me a bad feeling. I wonder what it could be. I'll give you 3 guesses what that could be. You know, there's only so many things that could cause a bad feeling around here, especially at this point in life. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, so how about I just stop it a little bit early, and now, let's go check out the Deku Shrine, at last. Actually, you know what, screw these lily pads, let's just swim over. Unless I need to stand on the lily pads. If I do, I have a method. Don't you worry, never fear, Robin Hood will soon be here. I really like this rain effect. I don't think rain was that common in Ocarina of Time since it was only in like certain spots, but the fact that it rains in some areas on the second day is really cool. I do wish the game played more with the weather systems like this, and I also wish it rained across the entire world. That would have been cool. That would have been a great atmospheric touch, but maybe there were performance reasons that it doesn't. Okay, so this is still available to me in Hylian form, right? Link, I'm truly thankful for what you have done for the princess. As a sign of our gratitude, we Deku have prepared something that we think may assist you. I will lead you to it. Please follow me. You have an umbrella, very nice. Okay, he does not care if you're in Deku form, but I recommend being in Deku form, because that way you'll be fast enough to keep up. He's going this way and that. This is basically Majora's Mask's version of the Gravekeeper's Race minigame you'd have to play at one point to progress. These games are so weird. Sometimes there's minigames that feel optional, that would be optional in any other game, but in Zelda, you have to play them to make progress. Very strange, but that's just how these games work. All right, this way. This one is not required, though. This one is optional. But anyway, you do need to keep up. Keep your bow handy as well. That will help greatly. Okay, okay, let me not take that chance. I'm just gonna go back into Hylian Link for this. There's mad scrubs along the side, but these are peaceful mad scrubs. They will not attack you. I think you might still be able to kill them. I don't want to, though, just because, you know, the Deku scrubs are very happy with us right now, and I would not want to sour my reputation with them just yet. Let's not tell them about all the mad scrubs I had to kill on the way to Woodfall Temple. I don't think the mad scrubs are affiliated with them anyway. I think they're just an enemy. They're not one of the actually, like, for lack of a better term, civilized Deku scrubs. Want to hop across that, preferably in Deku form, just so that you don't have to swim out if you accidentally miss the jump. It's about to be nighttime in the second day. You can hear by the ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. This room, watch out. This is a maze that he takes you through, and the wrong little tunnels here have fire in them. In the 3DS version, they have metal gates instead, and it's for this reason they made it easier. Oh yeah, for this reason, getting through that room is easier. That's what I meant to say. That's the proper grammar. Because if you touch that fire as Deku Link, well, I'm sure you know what happens. I've told it to you multiple times now. All right, you want to ride up the stairs where it's actually stairs and not just smooth. Yeah, we get it. It's night of the second day. Okay, cool. Awesome. My time's running out. Don't need to remind me. I know. I'm aware of this. I can see that clock. Okay. This is the reason I want your bow handy. Turn to this form. Shoot that. Nope. Oh, man. I had my aim proper. Okay, it's fine. You are given a pretty generous amount of time to get through here. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. If you mess it up, you have to start over from the beginning. Be right back. From here, the pathways are dark and can be quite treacherous. Please follow closely and do not get separated from me. I should have just been in Hylian Link form with making those jumps. I even said earlier that Deku Link is not good at jumping. I could also just say Human Link form instead of Hylian. It's just that Hylians are the official name of the race of the characters inhabiting both Hyrule and Termina. They're the people, you know, the people with the pointy ears. They're just humans in every way, except they have pointy ears instead. Those are Hylians. And so, I think it's occasionally referred to as Hylian Link officially, but I can't just say Human Link. Either way, I hope you know what I mean when I say Hylian Link. I mean this form of Link. Hiya! Hiya! Hiyo! Hiyizzle! There we go. Back to Deku Scrub Link. Again, I'm using Deku Scrub Link for the extra speed. I don't know what's down those other passageways that he's not leading you down. Probably dead ends. I'm not gonna go down there myself. And that is the end. I was right there, man. What a shame. Anyway. Well done, Link. Now, here's the item I promised. Please accept it. You got a pig's face! The Mask of Sense. This mask heightens your sense of smell. Wear it with C to sharpen your olfactory perception. That's the smell of power. You know? I only learned what the word olfactory means recently, so if I was reading this description more closely back in the old days, I'd be like, what does that mean? Maybe I would have learned that it actually means sense of smell. Guess you could say that mask sharpens your senses. That almost works. Actually, when I see you, I'm reminded of my son who left home long ago. Somehow, I feel as if I'm once again racing with my son. I'm afraid I may have tried too hard to outrun you. As old as I am still a fast competitor. Just like when I raced my son. Please forgive my rudeness. No worries, buddy. That was fun in the end. Hey guys, what's up? Can I attack you? I don't want to try. But I'm also curious, but I don't want to. Say anything more? Alright, no, it's just the same. Son left home long ago, and you have fond memories of racing with him. Wonder who your son was. What they looked like. I like how Tattle keeps flying to him as I spin. And that warps you right back to the entrance, just like those little warp pads usually do inside of a dungeon. Do I even want to look? I hate it. Okay. Let us make our way to the nearest owl statue and save and quit. I think I will go there manually, and I'll have you guys along for the ride the entire time, even though this video could be a little on the long end right now. It's fine. We got done what I wanted to very, very efficiently and very quickly. Actually, a lot quicker than I expected to. Honestly, I was wondering if it was going to be until, like, episode 6 where we would enter Woodfall Temple. just don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look up. It's like the opposite of don't look down. Don't look up. Don't look up. It's not there. It's not there. Just block it. Just move your hand. Move your hand in the way. So now that the swamp is unpoisoned, you can swim through it freely. Unpoisoned was not exactly the best terminology could have used, the best word I could have used, and terminology also wasn't the best word I could have used, but whatever. This here, fearful spider house, dead ahead. Alright, seems I'll be able to burn this off with the help of this torch using Deku sticks, but I'll come back to this next time. How about that? Beep-doop. This area is where a big octo once was. They were blocking the ways through the swamp, and we had to take the boat to get past them. And now, they're gone. Now that the swamp is no longer poisonous, you just never encounter them anymore. So, this is back at the start of the southern swamp. The place is one giant loop. You, basically, you go down that way a ways, you enter the Deku Palace, and then you can loop back out this way. And that's about it. That's the loop. So, what do you say? I destroy you with the power of my sword. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna save and quit at that owl statue off camera, because next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, among many other things. Okay, that was adorable. We're going to enter the fearful spider house over there, and also go back to town for a few things, and basically just see a bunch of little stuff that has unlocked now that we have completed Woodfall Temple, some of which involves our bow. Thank you all for watching, if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.
Uh,